This is Norm Saunders, together with John Sharpe and Dick Meunier. We're here to talk a little bit about the Braves for the 2013-2014 and a little bit of the past of the Braves' history. Dick, you got anything to start off with?
Just a lot of uncertainty, and I don't really know what's coming in.
Okay, what about the graduated players?
Well, we lost two, which not graduated, they deserted.
I beg your pardon?
Zach Todd and Dave Ferreira.
And where did they?
We're going to miss them.
And where did they go?
They went down to the American League somewhere, I'm not sure. New Jersey, I think.
John?
Zach Todd has gone down to the Boston Junior Bruins, and Dave Ferreira went with New Jersey Hitmen. And they've left the team. Uncertainty why they left, but they left maybe to better hockey down in the States. We also lost, Matthew Jenkins, who is gone to Hawkesbury because he wanted to be #1 goaltender. So that's where he is. And Brandon Cole was traded to Kempville when we got Joey House for the playoffs. Aaron Hickey was released after the camp, and Jay, I might say this name right, Kukuris was released after the playoffs. So really, I guess we have one goaltender, Andrew Pickle, is back, which I think is good. And they have signed another goaltender by the name of David Poirier.
So what do we know about the Braves coming up, Dick? What do we forecast for them for this season?
The season, the Braves, until I see them on the ice playing in like an exhibition game, my opinion right now is a negative one.
Well, negative.
I think they'll struggle.
Okay, I saw them in camp at the youth arena, and I saw them again out in Kempville. I thought the players from last year looked very good, and there were some newcomers that impressed me. I got to tell you, I don't know their names because they have helmets on, and at the camp, you don't get to identify the players because of other teams taking a look, and they don't want other people to know who they are. Maybe we could talk about some of the new ones.
New ones that I seen signed on the sheet are Liam Newman from St. Andrew Prep School. He's a 95. He's a forward. Curtis Harvey from St. Andrew Pep. He's a 95 forward. Ryan Curson. He's from Detroit Victory Honda. He's a 95. Defense, there's Ethan Weiss and Eric Israel. So, and then if you put it on young Shankar and Petsky, that rounds out your 6 defensemen. And I look forward to a good year this year. I've been here since the Braves started, and I've seen the lows in the thing, and you have to stay with them one way or the other.
Don't forget Cousins. There's another one, just signed out of Detroit.
Okay, the goaltending. We're going to have one new goaltender in this year.
Yeah.
Pickle played well last year. Are we going to have a 1 and a 1A, or are we going to have 2 that are going to play, or are we going to do the Brave dance?
I think you'll see the one goaltender play. I think you'll see Pickle do a big percentage of the thing. You'll see Poirier. You have to give him some chance to get in there, but I think you'll still see Pickle carry the load.
What do you think, Dick?
I agree. Pickle will do most of the games, but you got to give the other guys some games. So.
Well, we got a new administration this year also. We have a new general manager, we have a new coach, and we have a couple of assistant coaches that don't have that much experience, but do have some. What do you think about the new administration, Dick?
Well, again, I don't know them really. Like Gibby is just going to be his first year as being a general manager. All right, so we'll find out with the players when we see them how well, what he knows talent, how well he's recruited. You've got the new coach, who I've never seen before other than when I met him here, but he came out of the Ottawa,
AAA?
AAA, I believe. Yeah, right? And who did you mention the two new assistants?
Kyle Atkins
Kyle Atkins,
and Matt Ward.
Matt Ward. Okay, well, they've been around before, so they'll be
No,
okay.
but they don't have that high level of experience.
No, not that high level, but they'll adjust. They'll do okay.
John, got comments about that?
No, I'm looking forward to Adam Gibson. To me, you got to break in somewhere as a general manager. If this is a place, good. Terrain White, from what I heard, he was with in Ottawa, and then when the 67s were here for the Telecup tournament, he was picked up to be on their bench to coach. So I think they know he must know hockey, or they wouldn't have picked him up. And I hope he has a successful year.
Well, I've had some discussions with Gibby about this year, and I was asking him about the size of the team in terms of physicality. He tells me that the team is a rather large team. He's very happy with the size. He's happy with the strength of the players that he's seen so far. He seems to be a very enthusiastic person. He's really got a lot of enthusiasm, and he's dedicated. Toe, I don't know Toe at all, but I guess he was coaching at the AAA level. And this will be a new experience for him. And this is not an easy task to break into the Central Junior A Hockey League. This is a tough league, and he's going to find it a new experience for him. Certainly, Gibby is going to find a new experience, and we'll have to wait and see. But I suspect they'll be in the middle of the pack somewhere. What do you think, Dick?
Yeah, about the middle of the pack. I think so. Yeah, as you say, it's new for both of them. So it's going to be growing pains. All right, some days they'll look like genius, and other days, well, they'll start to question what they did. But anyway, you got to give them the benefit of the doubt, give them a chance, and judge their results.
John?
Well, I think they'll do rather well, and I'm going to pick them, you can quote me on this, around fourth place. There's a couple of players that I think is really going to stand out this year, and I think I watched Owen Gill in the playoffs last year, and at camp he stood out to me. And I think the other guy that really stood out to me is going to have a good year is Jonathan Power. Jonathan didn't have a good year last year, but I think he will this year.
The future this year will depend a lot upon how the team performs on the ice and what its makeup is. We all know that this is a smaller ice surface, one of the smaller ice surfaces in the league. And you have to pick your players, I think, to match that size of the ice surface. Smaller players don't have an opportunity because people are on them too quickly. And they don't have the opportunity to show their speed and skills. Whereas larger, more physical players have the opportunity to keep the puck away, and that's the name of the game. Keep the puck away from the other team. It's a possession. Two bad things can happen. Two bad things when you don't have the puck. The other team can score, and you can't. So it depends on what they put the emphasis on in terms of strategy for the on-ice performance. What do you think?
I agree. We're going to have to have better size than what we've had in the past. So can't be intimidated by other teams.
John?
I agree, but we have Ryan Walters is back, and he's a big forward on defense. And Taylor Hendry is, when I seen him there, I was really surprised. I thought it was an adult skating on the ice. He's got good size. He's put on some bulk, and I think he's going to be a real thing. And Hayden Holton, he can kill penalties. He can work your power play. He can play anything. I think Hayden's going to be a lot from Hayden this year. I'm not sure about defense, or the other defensemen are kind of new. You've got, Brent Garvey and Shane Riddell has been here, 3 or 4 years? So they've still got a little bit of experience there.
I think that the defense, to me, last season were impressive. Now, they've lost can't remember, quite recall his name, number 8, Dick?
Zach Todd.
Zach Todd, yeah. A very, very high-skilled defenseman. He'll be a hard person to replace. And the other person that I was impressed with last year was the other Todd. I don't recall his first name.
Nathan Todd.
Nathan?
Nathan Todd,
Nathan Todd. Was he not a 16-year-old? 17-year-old?
17-year-old, I believe.
Very skilled hockey player. Hopefully, he'll increase his output this year and be a strong contributor.
I think so. I think he's got potential, and I think he'll show it this year, much more so than what he did last year. I expect good things from him this year. And same with Jonathan Powers. I'm expecting him to do very well.
Well, I'm looking for, as I said before, I'm looking for a person like Owen Gill to step up. And I know Corey Wilson is there. And Corey, when he was put on a good line last year, he was scoring goals. But when he moved him down to third and fourth, more of a checking game, he didn't. So I think if you can get Corey in with somebody that will feed him the puck, I think he'll score goals. Because I think he was put on that line with when Cole was out. He was on that line and he was scoring goals. So I look a little bit more out of Corey Wilson too.
Okay, I guess that'll wrap up this evening's Hot Stove League. Hopefully we'll see you sometime in the future. Thank you.